Hello. Good morning. How are you? Hey. Good morning. How's it going? Hello. Hi. Good morning, Lee. How are you? Mila. It's me. It's me, Mario. How you guys doing? Did you miss me? Hello. Oh, Lee. 5 months. Look at us go. Hi, Jazz. Happy second week of the year. Thank you. Happy second week of the year to you. It's crazy. Already in the second week. Time's flying. Always. Without any warning, I entered the stream in 5 seconds. You started it. That's good. I like that you guys are ready. I forgot to post it. Morning, John. I'm doing okay. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited about leaving Sri Lanka soon. Even though I still got 2 weeks left, but I'm pretty excited to leave after that. Sri Lanka's been tough on me. I was gonna post something. What are we gonna post? Maybe you are a mind reader. That's cool. This one. So I just need to post something on TikTok. When am I leaving? I'm leaving in 2 weeks. I'm still in Sri Lanka. Sorry, I'll be right with you. Hey, Maury. Good morning. Nice. It will be nice. But I don't feel that prepared for the next place that I'm going though, so that's gonna be interesting. I really thought there was gonna be more camping stuff. Well, not even camping, but like hiking gear here, which there hasn't been. Hello. Did I already post that one before? I don't think I did. Alright. Setting up TikTok. Then I'll be with you. You want me to sit down? Are you guys more comfortable with me sitting down versus standing up? Because, like, I can do both. I just feel like it usually does better when I'm standing up. How are they still doing that live fest on TikTok? I don't get that. John, you know I don't say that. How long have you been here? Did the tip about the tripod work? It did. It's working now. Thank you. Happy Monday. Thank you. I feel like I do too. I have been in the game for a fair while, so. Thank you. Good morning. How are you? I don't know why these do this on the on the computer. It's a strange little thing they added. Hi, I'm doing good. How are you doing? Good morning, Steven. I know, we're back. I am moving to a new place today though, so fingers crossed that one's gonna be a bit nicer. Only thing though, thank you so much for the corky and good morning, Adam. Only thing though is I just realized as of this morning that they don't have a gym there. I assumed that they would have a gym there because it's a pretty high up hotel, but they don't. So that's gonna be tricky. I don't really get tired legs. I have very strong legs. What was that? What was what? Thank you, Paul. Good morning. Hello. Hi. Hi, Jeff. Going to sleep. You're in Philadelphia. Fair enough. I'm in Sri Lanka. Oh, you're talking about the emojis. That's something that MacBook has done. So if you do any sort of like hand signals, all of these like emojis pop up on the screen. Very strange. It has nothing to do with like Streamlabs or Twitch or anything. I noticed that you're hiding your accent. I don't hide any accent. This is just how I speak. I've just lived abroad for so long that like my accent's quite faded now. Thank you. Why the name change? What do you mean? I haven't changed my name. Have I changed my name? I'm still the same name. My day's been good. It's only just started. It's like, I don't even know what time it is here, but very early. Hi. Hi, Todd. I swear I had my phone here before. It's been too long? Yes, it has been very long. I'm still trying to combat, like, everything that's going on with social media. It is a very big room, yeah. I like it. Good room. What are your plans for the new year? I have set out a few goals, but like my first couple of goals are just reaching the goals that I didn't reach from last year. So probably the first half of the year is gonna be trying to achieve those. Shane, good morning. And good morning, Steve. Yes, it is the brown dress today. We like the brown dress. It's a good dress. Thank you. I hope you have a good day too, boss man. Reminds me, we need to put the aircon down, otherwise it's gonna get really hot. I'm still in Sri Lanka. I did, yeah. It is all working and set up now, so that's nice. Thank you for the help. I mean, you can see me in a bathing suit pretty much everywhere on Instagram or TikTok. Good morning, Paul. If I'm ever coming back to Australia, yes, if they will grant me a visa, I will be the first one back. I'll guarantee you that. I am traveling today, yeah. North. Good morning, Steve. Thank you. I appreciate that. And thank you for being here. Again, it is the start of a new week. I'm going to try and stream as much as I can this week. And next week, before traveling to the next destination where I might not be able to stream too much. It's a good bed. It's a big bed. I've been very happy with the bed here. And the gym here's been okay too. It's me. Good morning, Chris. Hello. I'm in Sri Lanka. Yeah. For another 2 weeks and then I'm off. Did you get a good cup of coffee yesterday? No. I honestly don't recall the last time I had a good cup of coffee. Coffee is not something they do very well in Sri Lanka. They're really good at tea though, but I don't drink tea, so. I have been here for a long while, yeah. I've been here for over a month now, so. I recall it being crap coffee yesterday, so sad. It's a struggle, not gonna lie, bad coffee, but oh well. Another day of Penilla hating her European time zone fans. I don't hate any of my fans, but I can only stream when I stream, and unfortunately that time zone only works for some people, you know? And like as soon as I go into the time zone that European fans can join, then people think that I'm hating on my Australian and American fans. So it's not easy finding a time zone that works for everyone in the world. Sri Lanka promoting its huge tea drinking industry, perhaps. Yes. Yeah, maybe they just on purpose make bad coffee so more people drink tea. Hi. Yeah. And thank you so much for the gifts. I really appreciate those. A 24-hour stream works for the world, but not for me. Thank you. And thank you so much for the gifts, guys. And for the roses. I appreciate that. I'm still not quite sure what it is they changed about TikTok Live since it isn't working for me anymore, but maybe I'm just getting too old. I think they want you to like do the live matches with other people, but I'm just really not about doing that. My 30s are going to be quite different from my 20s, I'm fairly certain. Good morning. Yes, I am currently streaming on TikTok, on Twitch, on Kick, and on YouTube, I believe. I don't think we got Kick going today because just wasn't really feeling that one. I can try and order a coffee, but look, I just wouldn't get your hopes up if I were you. Hey. Hi, Kim. And Steve. How's it going? Yeah. But I did get some camping gear in the store that you guys sent me. A lot of people actually sent it to me. I want to show it to you. I got a windbreaker. So like keep in mind, I had to go to like Chinatown in Sri Lanka to find this. So chances are that any of this is not really proper stuff. But it was what I could find, and that's what I'll have to make do with. Got this like, so this is like almost a large, and it's still too short for me. But anyways, I'm just gonna have to deal with it. But yeah, I got this jacket. and like tell me how this is a medium, because I'm quite tiny and this is a medium. Anyways, I got that. Billy, good morning. I'm going on holidays to Sri Lanka before I move to Australia. Is there much to do? There's heaps to do. Yeah, just be careful with the food that you eat. Hi. But yeah, like all of this is like fake branded stuff. You know, you go in there and they're like, oh, blah, blah, I got North Face, I got all the other brands, and I'm like, sure you do, because it's like, I guarantee you this is not real. And yes, it is Asian people size, because there's no way that I'm a medium in this. I'm still in Sri Lanka. I'm showing you the stuff that I bought for the next country I'm going to. Yeah, so I got this jacket. And I got beanies because it's gonna get cold. Got a white one and a black one. These are kind of cute though. I like these. This one is a lot warmer. So I got one that's not so warm and one that's really warm. Need it. And I got a tiny pair of gloves. So the good thing about being in an Asian country, because I got ridiculously small hands, is that they have gloves and socks that fit my tiny body, which is nice. Yes, I got gloves. Thank you. Good morning, Tammy. Did I just... I don't know, did you? This one. Yep. Also okay. I was hoping I could find like some really good gloves, you know, that has the grip stuff. But like it's better to have a little bit than nothing at all, because otherwise I'm gonna be freezing on my hike. So I got that. What else did I get? Oh, I got socks. It says that they're Nike socks, but I'll guarantee you they're not Nike socks. And I couldn't find if it's a size, but got a lot of these. Hey. What else did I get? Is that it? Got my hiking shoes. Oh, I got a new bag. I bought a fancy bag. And I got a pillow because I'm gonna be sleeping in a tent and I don't think there's gonna be any pillows. So like, this is gonna be my pillow. It's not a good pillow, but yeah, this is gonna be my pillow. I was kind of hoping it had like a thing where you blow air into it, but I don't think it does. Yeah, so this is gonna be my pillow. Hey. And what else did we get? I got a towel, a quick drying towel, because I got a whole list of things that I needed, so I got a towel, which is good. I forgot what this was. No idea, but it was something important, I'm sure. Could be gators. Or snakes. Oh. Stuff one of the hotel pillows in your bag. That's not a bad idea, but it would take up a lot of space, and I do need to hike with this stuff, so. Then I got... And I got a big ass thermo because they told me that when you get up really high, it's you can't have just like normal water bottles because it's gonna be freezing, and then your water's gonna freeze and you won't be able to drink anything. So I got a thermo. Is it your birthday today? Happy birthday. Hopefully you got good hiking boots. I do have, so the hiking boots I was smart and bought in Melbourne. I should have bought the rest of stuff in Melbourne too, but because of luggage and weight limits and everything, I didn't buy it until I was in Colombo. But I didn't realize that like they don't have a lot of this stuff in Sri Lanka. Anyways, I got a sleeping bag liner, and then I think I'm just gonna rent the sleeping bag over there because that's gonna take up too much space. Thermo that keeps everything cold. And then I got this. Bag. Which is supposed to be really good. And it has like a camelback in it. Which I was also recommended to bring. So you have like water in it. And then it just goes in a straw. And then you just drink it while you're hiking. It's very smart. What's your mid layer? I bought really, really good mid layer, like the merino wool stuff. Yeah, I actually bought that in Melbourne because I was like, that one's pretty important. So, yeah. I feel like I'm better equipped now than I was before buying this stuff. I'm still missing a lot of the clothes though, so like, I'm just gonna have to make do. If you see me hiking in this, don't judge, okay? Because that's all I have. But anyways, this should be a really good bag, I've been told. So, that's exciting. It is a fairly big hike. It's a week-long hike. Yeah. Look. That's gonna be cute. Don't worry, I'm gonna document it all for you guys. But this one's really smart because it has this like, I don't know if you can see it, but this like shell thing. So you get air between your back and the backpack. She's so excited at packing things for a stream. Some people I saw would be hasty while packing things. What do you mean? I like it. If you're going on a week-long hike, it's gonna be an adventure. Sounds fun to me. Very hard though. We like hard. We like challenging. The only thing was I really thought that I could like fully rest in Sri Lanka before going, but oh well. And then I bought a headlamp. Or a head torch, is that what it's called? Orange. You're always on the move. Can you ever settle down? Nope. I'm very committed to living life to the fullest while I can. So I do need protein bars. So like all the food and like medicine and all of that stuff I haven't gotten yet. This was just like the vitals I bought so far. Safe travels, thank you. Nice. How much did that light cost? It cost 3,000 Sri Lankan. What's it called? Rupiah? I think. How do you put this in? Are you Australian? No, but I have lived in Australia for the last 4 years of my life. It's mostly hiking. There's gonna be a bit of climbing involved, but it's not a lot. Well, I do not feel like going. That's okay, you don't have to go. I will try and take you guys with me though. I'm gonna try and document as much of it as I can. How will you publish your adventure, Nilla? I'm not sure yet. I think I'll just film it and then I'll see. The only thing with making it into a YouTube video is that I have to film it in a different format. And that's just a bit frustrating. Look how cute I'm gonna be. Hold up, I can show you the whole thing. I can't live stream it because the signal won't be good enough, I don't think. That being said, I haven't been there before. Who knows, maybe it could be better. Gosh, it's been a long time since I wore a beanie. This is gonna be me. Hold up. Probably not in this dress, but still. Ain't that just gonna be the cutest? I think it's gonna be great. I feel a lot safer now that I actually got some stuff. Oh, thank you, Steve. Yeah, sorry, that's a very bright light. We need it to be bright though. Because, like, I'm gonna be walking at night too. How many other hikers? It is, like, it's a solo tour, but there's obviously gonna be guides with me because I don't know the bloody way, and it's quite a, I wouldn't say dangerous hike, but there's a big chance of you getting sick on the way, so you can't do it alone. You're not allowed to do it alone. So yeah. I did get other stuff. Where's the rest of this stuff? Hmm. Is there none in here? There's so many, like, pockets in this thing. I swear I bought more stuff. Hmm. Where's that? Okay, I swear I found a rain jacket too. I just don't know where it is. Are you worried about snakes during your hike? A little bit, but I have gaiters. I bought gaiters, so that should take care of that. How long is the hike in distance? Weird fact, I actually don't know. So I am, in case you couldn't tell, quite unprepared for this damn hike. So yeah, I actually have no idea. But I do know it's gonna be like roughly around 6,000 meters up. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? It's a very tall mountain. Here it is. I will be hiking from campsite to campsite, yeah. Got a rainproof jacket, I hope. My hair looks nice, thank you. I cleaned it. Happens once in a while. Yeah, but I'm not hiking Everest. And again, this is Asian sized, so it's not really the right size, but I'm just gonna have to make do. I'm American. Meters makes no sense to me at all. Well, I'm European. Meters make sense to me. So yeah, like all of this is just really short in the arms, but that's what they had. And I also don't know how waterproof it is. And it doesn't have pockets. I didn't realize that. Anyways. That's gonna be me. Hold up, I can finish the look. If this isn't gonna be the greatest thing ever, I don't know what will. So in case I don't reply to you immediately, it's because I'm out there looking like this. That would be DBE in the death zone. I don't know what you mean. Hi. Did I see some effects appear in the stream? So that's something that MacBook has done, not something that I did. So yeah. I'm not telling you guys what hike I'm doing yet, but feel free to guess. What do you think all of your gear weighs? Are you taking an axe and stuff for cooking and making fires? No, none of that. I don't think you're allowed to make a fire, actually. But I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about this hike. I'm not trying to avoid your questions. There's just a lot of questions. The beanie goes inside the hood. I'm kind of vibing it outside, though. No, I don't feel hot in this jacket. This jacket is just a rain jacket. It's not a winter jacket. So I'm hoping that I can rent a winter jacket because it's too, like, they did have winter jackets yesterday, but look how short this is. But yeah, they wouldn't be good enough though. Should we try it inside? Hold on. It's gonna make it look adorable. I look like an egg. You love my Instagram? Thank you. I look nothing like this on Instagram. And yes, there probably will be snow, but not for that long. But yeah, so that's what I got. And it's better than not having anything at all, so. Also, taking a solar charger would be wise in case your batteries run out. Yeah, I'm not sure I can find that in Sri Lanka. This is just what I could find, and I'll make do. It won't. I don't think it'll be that bad. I hope not. And like, hopefully, I can rent the rest where I'm going. Hey. But yeah, so that's what I got. I need pants, like sweatpants or like warm pants, and I kind of need a jacket. I need a sleeping bag, and I swear there's something else I need. I need sunglasses. I lost my sunglasses, so I need new sunglasses. Oh, I'm not leaving for the hike today. I'm leaving to go somewhere else in Sri Lanka today, but I thought I would buy all of this in case I wanted to stay up where I'm going. But now knowing that they don't have a gym, I probably won't want to stay up there though. Hello. You're welcome. Are we guessing where you'll be hiking? Feel free to guess. I'm not going to tell you if you guess it though, for safety reasons. Thank you. It is gonna be a trail, yeah. I'm gonna be staying out for a whole week. Why does it say low battery? Does this have low battery? Oh, is it connected to the wrong phone? That's not good. Thank you. That's a serious hike. Yes. It's a very serious hike. I think it's like half the people that try it don't make it. And here I am, like, not prepared at all. I was watching TikToks yesterday because I was in bed feeling sick. I was watching TikToks yesterday about people, like, packing for it, and I was like, sheesh, I am so unprepared for this. But I will. Wouldn't be me if I was. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. My only issue or, like, worry is the fact that, like, I'm coming straight off a whole month of, like, not sleeping properly, not eating properly, not, like, exercising properly because I don't have the means to. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Hopefully, if I start feeling better, I can add in a bit more cardio so I can start preparing. But anyways, it's gonna be fine. I know I need 2 pairs of gloves, but I was just gonna rent the bigger ones, like winter gloves, cause yeah, and then I'm just gonna wear the small ones inside of them. Hi, Travis. I probably also need like those little heat packs. I'm hoping you can buy those over there, but I don't know. Yes, it is a very serious one. Long time no see, I know. It's been ages. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing it. So that's why it's a week so that I don't go up too quickly, you know? So I don't get sick, but we'll see. We'll see how we go. Will you be backpacking and staying in a tent? Yes, I will. A week-long hike is a sure way to get a reset. Yeah, but the thing is, I'm probably going to be pretty damn tired after that, though. And then I'm going to need a reset from the reset. I'm still in Sri Lanka. I don't know what these live matches are. It's very strange. You will be tired, but it's very exciting. It is very exciting. I love hiking. Gonna be leg day every day. Exactly. Just not the kind of leg day that I'm used to, though. Is there a Starbucks in Nepal? That's crazy. What's the weather here? It's pretty overcast today, but still hot. It's hot every day here. Yeah. How about ice fishing? I have been ice fishing in Canada once. Not that I caught anything, but yeah. Hi, Bob. Billy in Philly. That's easy to remember. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Trying to get myself to feel better and prepare for a hike that I'm not prepared for at all. I'm not telling you guys where I'm going. Thank you, Patties. I appreciate that. Hello. Hi. How's it going? I appreciate that, Kevin. Thank you. I am gonna try and order a coffee. I have no idea how it's gonna be because like the coffees are terrible here, but I'm gonna try anyways. Hello. You're all in my corner. I wish. I wish all the people that followed me were in my corner, but TikTok definitely isn't. What kind of coffee do they have? Look, I've tried most of their coffees now, and just none of it is decent. It's really just one of those what's it called? You know the ones that they have at gas stations where you just press a button and it comes out? It's just one of those. And it's not that I'm a coffee snob or anything, but I did come straight from Melbourne, and they have like notoriously the best coffee in the world. So it's been quite a step down from that. It's been a while. It has been a while. Welcome. Okay. I don't know if you can order a coffee. I'm gonna try. Um, Hi, could I please order a coffee? Cappuccino, please. No, that was all. Thank you so much. Bye. Worked. We're gonna try a cappuccino, okay? Have you seen elephants, sloth bears, leopards, and tigers? Yes. I've been quite fortunate. I've seen a lot of animals, which is cool. This will be your first good coffee in a while. Look, I have tried one of these coffees before, and I wouldn't classify it as good. But it has caffeine, and that's what we need. But yeah. What would you guys like to see of my hike when I document it? Is there any, like, specifics you would like to see? My only, like, worry is the bathroom situation. Not quite sure how that's gonna work, but I'm obviously not gonna film that for you. There is gonna be wildlife. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely film the wildlife for you. Sunrises or sunsets, I'll show you those. You want to see me cooking? Okay, I can do a cooking stream. The terrain? Alright. That's good. It's good. Keep it coming. Monasteries? Okay. I'll try and get as much as I can in for you. Street food? Yeah, no, I'm terrified of street food from now on. I can't get sick one more time. It's my body's tired. Being a nature and landscape photographer, I'd like to see the views. There will be plenty of views. I bet you're very smart. I am very smart. Thank you. And thank you for the follows too, guys. I swear I've almost given up on my socials because it's going so bad. I've seen street food videos on Instagram. Scary stuff. It is scary stuff. Thank you for the biz, Fort Martyr. Hi. Will you be in the same time zone? No. That's a good question. I'm changing time zones again. I have no idea to what, actually. I haven't looked in. As I said, I'm like really unprepared. Sri Lanka has been survival for me, and because of that, I really haven't thought 2 steps ahead as to what's gonna happen now. So I actually have no idea. Tea and coffee at altitude don't taste good. Water boils at a lower temperature. Yeah. Probably won't be doing a whole lot of that anyways. Just gonna need a lot of snacks. Snacks are important. Everything good today? Yes. I am feeling a little better, so that's nice. Wasn't feeling too good yesterday. And I'm moving to a new place today, which I hope is gonna be super nice and relaxing. Outside of the fact I don't have a gym, I think it's gonna be great. And I was like looking around the area, and it seems like no one has a gym up there, so gonna be a lot of cardio this week. For some reason, your phone keeps coming to mind, considering the last one was snatched by scooter bandits. I know. When I was out and this sounds terrible, and I don't mean to be a horrible person, but I was out in Chinatown yesterday, and like there were so many people, and I was just so scared someone was gonna grab my phone. Yes, I will clutch my phone tight. And I have backed everything up, and it is insured now, so I have taken all of the preventative measures. That reminds me, I haven't heard back from DJI. It's been the weekend. That's why. What time is it? It is 20 minutes past 8 in the morning. You look nice in that knit dress. Thank you. Have you been doing some kilometers in the hiking boots to break them in? I have. I've done 4 hikes in them now. So they're good. They are good. I think my only worry about the boots is that they might be a bit cold. But you speak another type of language? I speak 2 languages fluently, and that's Danish and English. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey. And thank you for the follows. Hola, ¿cómo está? I appreciate it. I will try and take you guys with me as much as I can, but I really don't know if the signal will be okay and the internet will be okay. But I'm gonna do my best, okay? That's all I can do. Thank you so much, Sam, for the gift. I appreciate that. And Lewis. And Paris, good morning. I'm happy to see you guys again. I hope you all had a really good weekend. Muy bien. ¿Y tú? Yeah, I probably will have to buy extra baggage door. So, because I had to buy extra baggage going here. So there's a hot chance that I'm gonna need to do that one more time. But I might also have to leave a bunch of clothes here though. Some of the dresses are gonna have to go, I think. I wouldn't really classify any of this as a grind anymore. Nothing has any traction. I was planning on going to America next year, but at the moment my finances aren't looking great, so it doesn't look like the money will be for it next year. Good morning. Hello. Thank you so much. No. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Is it just in a room number? Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. We got our coffee. Thank you, John. Mhm. Someone should mail me a coffee, that would be nice. Preferably someone from Melbourne. Look, it's not the worst coffee I've had in Sri Lanka, but it's really nothing special, unfortunately. Thank you, Ray. Nicki Minaj. The look of disappointment, sorry. It's been mid everywhere in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka doesn't specialize in coffee, that's for sure. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at anyone. Not a very mad person in general. It's good to see you too, John. And thank you, Brian. I'm Fort Martyr. I appreciate it. Or adult size clothing, that too. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting hike. Me just walking around in like Asian clothes. Well, I remember like this, and there was a new. What? Coffee is not something to get mad over. Just a bit frustrated. Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. You know, just disappointed. Gotta go enjoy your coffee. Thank you, Ray. I hope you have a good day. It's not really a group hike. No, I booked like a solo hike. But there's still gonna be other people, I think. I'm really not sure what I booked, to be honest. But it's quite a popular hike, so there's gonna be other people there. And there are people walking with me up so that they can take care of me if I get sick. How cold will it be? It can, I'm pretty sure it ranges from like 30 plus to minus 30. That's cute. Thank you, Matt. What would you rate Sri Lanka's beaches? Look, I really like the beaches here. It's just a lot of them are really dirty, you know? So it's like you have to find a place that's been cleaned. Hopefully you turn up at the right mountain. You'd hope so. You need a good jacket then. I'm hoping that I can rent a good jacket. Sri Lanka has really good food though. They do if you like spices. And I'm not a big fan of spices. Yeah, I'm terrible with spices actually. And every time over here that I go to order something, like this the other day, I ordered an omelet at breakfast, and I was like, I just like an omelet. That's it. Just plain omelet with vegetables. It's fine. Just that. Comes back with like so much chili in it, and then I almost vomit at breakfast, and I was like, this is gonna be a tough day. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it. I will let all of you guys know what mountain I'm climbing right before I go. Hopefully, I will be able to do a stream before I start to hike, and then you guys can guess it. I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna have an easy time guessing it, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see your hiking knowledge. Are there ancient temples in Sri Lanka, and would you go to one? Yes, I have been to one. One that was like over 2,000 years old, which was really cool. It's very, very pretty. I am from Denmark. Hey, Decop, thank you so much for the subscribe. I am a full-time content creator. Not that I can live off it right now, but usually I am. I cheated and looked up the top 10 hiking trails there. Are you coming, Shane? Even the overly aggressive Mr. Wolf appreciate good coffee. Everyone appreciates a good coffee. You wake up early. Did you not sleep well? I always wake up early. Nope, gotta work. Ah, what a shame. Thank you. I also don't know why TikTok still says that my that my stream is a popular stream, considering how absolutely terrible it is going. You want my job? I don't think you do. 245,000 what? Hi, gold. I don't know what you're talking about. Isn't there dangerous wildlife in Sri Lanka? Yes. I saw a leopard, which was cool. And I've seen a lot of elephants. Some of them that were really, really angry, too. It was cool. I liked it. Thank you, Puri. Well, Nilla, I'm up for work in 3 hours, so I better cram in some sleep. Have a great day. It was great catching my first Nilla stream of 2024. That's okay, Lee. I really appreciate you for being here. And have a good sleep and a great day at work. I know. I wish you too. AI about... Okay. Do you get headaches? Not really. I have gotten more this year than I have ever before. Apparently it's the thing that comes with age. You start getting headaches. You look like you're 28 years old. I'm actually 29 now. I know. She's getting old. But yes, I also might not do a full stream today because I did realize that the next place I'm going doesn't have a gym, so I really want to go to the gym here before I go. So I at least get one gym session this week. What resort is the teeth brushing video? That's down south. I don't know what it was called. I don't know what it was called actually. I booked it on Airbnb. But it's very nice. Very nice place. No snow leopards in Sri Lanka. Yeah, no. There's not really any snow in Sri Lanka. I think there's only one spot in Sri Lanka that gets a little bit of snow, and that's it. I'm good. How are you? That's the first thing in my mind when I travel. Where's the gym? Yeah, and like I've actually been really pleasantly surprised about the gyms in Colombo. Like everywhere that I've stayed in Colombo has had a really nice gym. Not so much really down south and really up north, but like in the central parts, there's pretty good gyms. How many hours per day will you be hiking? I have no idea. I think it's around 3 or 4 hours, but I've also heard some people say that it's 7 to 8 hours. There's a lot of different hikes there though, so like I think you can do it faster and quicker, and I think it also depends on your like fitness level. And considering I'm not really going with a team of other people, I guess I can just walk at my own pace. You know, I don't have to follow the slowest one. I'm just curious, what the fuck do you do to get nice views like this beach and stuff? I'm a content creator. I do social media and the exclusive side and Patreon and all of those things. That pays for it. Adam, thank you so much for the corky. I really appreciate that. That's really sweet. Thank you. Maybe I should go get some of that. It's not a bad way to make an income. It can be quite stressful though, especially if your content does like mine does, but thank you. I am contemplating if maybe I should just focus on like some new pages instead and see if that will work, because I don't know if it's a shadow ban or if the socials have just deemed that my content is no longer valid, but yeah, it's a bit uphill at the moment. Thank you. But that's okay. It was a very very good year last year, so maybe that's just the purpose of like now I gotta chill this year. I don't know. um, you should do more than just complain and respond to people's comments. I'm drinking coffee too, and I just showed you all of my hiking gear for my next hike. I don't know what else you want me to do. Want me to start doing acrobatics? I know you're gonna say yes to that. I'm not gonna do acrobatics. Just keep going. I am gonna keep going, but it's just hard. Thank you, Birdman. I don't know. This is the way I look, and it's so damn hot in here. It's very hot. I was waiting for you to drop the cup. A jiggle jiggle to start the week.
Folds, I'd like to see you wiggle wiggle for sure. Make me wanna dribble dribble. You know, riding in my Fiat, you really have to see it.
Thank you, Furry. Vanilla. Hi, Roland. Favorite features of your own? My eyes, my stomach, and that's it. Those two. No, I'm pretty excited about having more of like a normal everyday again and being able to like do cooking streams and probably a little bit more of the streams that we started with. That's gonna be nice. You should model some of your clothing line while streaming and when doing content. I know. That's also gonna be easier when I have a base again. It's a bit hard when you're on the move all the time because right now my clothes is just scattered over the hotel room. I keep seeing those the North Sea videos. Have you seen those videos on TikTok? Those are hectic. I'm very invested in those now. Thank you, Puri. I can sit down. Just don't know where I would put TikTok. It is also very hot on my phone. Okay. How do you pronounce my name? Pernilla Morrison. But most people just call me Nilla. Good morning, Luca. How's it going? Best on TikTok? Yeah, I don't think I can be in that competition anymore. There was a time though last year. Good morning. Thank you. And thank you for the follows on Instagram too, guys. Just trying to stay above 98 at the moment. Hey. Good morning. And thank you, Roland. I forgot which coffee was mine. Was it that one? This one. Has your Insta follow count stayed constant or does it fluctuate? It goes down. Like, if I'm not streaming, it goes down like probably by 100 every day, which is pretty mad, but yeah. And if I post like a bikini photo, it goes down with like 200-300. Yeah, it's crazy, which I don't understand, you know, because those are the posts that does the best, but also the posts where most people unfollow. Weird. Hi. I don't do Instagram lives. People unfollow on Instagram. Not sure I've ever unfollowed anything on Instagram. Yeah, they do. And often too. So, it's weird. I'm trying to not let it get to me too much, but obviously it's frustrating. Because, like, I was so close to reaching 100. And now we are back down. Have you seen Neil the Seal TikToks? He's an elephant seal that terrorizes a small town in Tasmania. I have actually seen that. It was really fun. I like that. Neil the Seal. You reckon TikTok's best? TikTok is good. TikTok is good when it's working. It's just very volatile. Thank you. And good morning. And I really appreciate the gifts, Bon. That's very sweet of you. Hi, GMC. But yeah. I got an advice to try to go to a platform that has like these weird things to talk about. So we could talk about it on stream. So she even snowboards. I snowboard. They're pretty funny, but it must suck for everyone in town. Yeah, I don't know. I think I would find it pretty fun if there was a seal just walking about. Oh, you have to log in? That's annoying. Hold on. I'm going to try and log in. Do you need to block a lot of people? I usually don't block them. I just restrict them if they're being annoying. Okay, what topics are we interested in? Health? Visiting and travel? Business? Ooh, psychology. Marketing? Nutrition? Healthy eating? Fitness? Exercise? Healthy living? Tourism? Visit and travel in India. I can't believe that's a topic. Hotels, mental health, entrepreneurship. I feel like we have a fair bit now. Jesus, there's so much here. Okay, we're gonna go with those. When was the last time you went on a date? Jeez, a very long time ago. Just stopping by to say hi and have an amazing day. Thank you. You too, Damien. I appreciate that. Yep. There you go. Alright. Are there still good people left in the world? Give an example. Okay, I've never been on here before, so now I'm just gonna read out loud. My 18-year-old daughter was at Starbucks alone the other night. A man came up to her and started talking to her. A barista handed her an extra hot chocolate someone forgot to pick up. How grateful I am for people who look out for other people. Side note, she felt safe and did not remove the lid but let them know. She said the whole team was watching over her the rest of the time she was there. And they gave her a Starbucks coffee that was written, "Are you okay? Do you want us to intervene? If you do, take the lid off the cup." That's very sweet. I like that. How is your AC? It's good. I figured out how to use it. I don't know. I've seen more and more people do that also at like bars and stuff where they say like there's like different things that you can order in case you feel unsafe, and then like someone will call help for you or like intervene. And I think that's really nice. Definitely a lot of things that wasn't there a long time ago. Good morning, Robert. Hey. I appreciate that. I know, my hair's very soft today. Happy New Year. New Year, same me. It is very nice. It's very nice for women. How do I respectfully and tactfully tell someone that I can't split the bill at a restaurant when their portion is way more than mine? That's interesting. Would you guys do that if you were out like with someone and they ask you to split the bill and they ordered like way more than you? What would you do? Good morning, Robert. I'm curious. Thank you. Do you reckon you would? Would you split it? Or would you be like, nah, I'm just paying for my part? Depends on the person. That's true. Yeah, there's a lot of variables in that. What if it was a date? If it wasn't a date, then it would need to be discussed beforehand. Ooh. But that's also just a little bit strange though to like discuss beforehand. I would just pay the whole thing. I reckon I would too, to be honest. I think Keanu Reeves is the nicest person on the planet. He does seem very nice. If not a date, yeah, just split it. Yeah. I don't know, but I was also like, if I was ever in a situation where we are splitting it, I would also myself be a little like if I knew I had ordered way more than the other person, then I would just be like, no, I'm gonna pay it. Or like if we are splitting it, then be like, okay, well, I'm gonna pay my share because I ordered more than you. I'd be aware of that, I think. Yeah. How are you? I'm good. How are you, Rich? We are an hour and 15 minutes in. I'm reading questions from Quora. Quora? I have no idea how to pronounce that. There's some strange things on here. Hair is looking nice today. Thank you. I washed it yesterday. Would you go on a date with Keanu Reeves? Probably not. He is quite a lot older than me. And also, I'm pretty sure Keanu Reeves is like happily married. So, that would be weird. I had to clear a foot of snow today out of my driveway. There's a lot of snow in Denmark too. It seems like the whole world is just a little colder this year. It's colder here too than it usually is. Hi. Thank you, Glenn. I appreciate that. Should we keep going? What are some little things you can do to greatly boost your confidence? Number 1 says start dressing like you're successful. I agree with that. You can definitely get confidence from looking good. But then again, I can also get anxious from looking good. If I dress like form-fitting, then I can get very anxious. Because I feel like people stare more, and the more people stare at me, the more anxious I get. And then I don't feel confident at all. So it can go both ways, depending on how you dress, you know? Yeah. Start going to the gym. I fully agree with that one. Start martial arts. I haven't done that, but it's actually been on my bucket list for a fair while that I want to try it, because I could imagine that it gives you a lot of confidence. It depends. If it's a date, you have invited me before meeting for lunch. Each couple is a world. For me, the most important thing is that no one feels uncomfortable. That's correct, Puri. I like that. That's okay. Thank you. Start reading books about your field. 100% agree with that one. Even if it's books that's not about your field, just in general reading, it's just gonna expand your mind so much. And like, yeah, you feel more confident as well because you have more things to bring to conversations, you know. And like, I don't know, I think it's a cool thing to always be like, oh, I read about this in a book, or like the other day I was reading this, and because of that I have now this perspective on something, you know. Brings a lot more to a conversation, which in turn makes you feel a lot more confident. So I agree with that one. Start helping others who will appreciate you and in return might get a boost in confidence. Agreed. Always try and be of service to other people. That gives you a lot of confidence. Every time I have done volunteering or donating or any of that sorts, I always feel so much better and way more confident. Start smiling often. I do that one too. I like smiling. Smiling helps a lot. Even if you're feeling bad or you're feeling down, just smile. Just like fake a smile. Just like force it, and then eventually it's gonna trigger something in your head and be like, oh wait, are we happy? Okay, we're happy now. Works. Start enjoying life and don't give a damn what other people think about you. That one is easier said than done. I still care a lot what other people think about me, even though I know I shouldn't, but I still do. Watching sunsets also helps a lot. For me, being in nature and watching sunrises and sunsets is a massive help too. This one was good. Can we upvote that one? Do you guys have anything you want to add? what are things that you do that makes you feel more confident in yourself? Don't watch the news. That one's a good one too. I also, on purpose, just stay away from the news. Thank you. You work. Does that give you more confidence? Speaking positively to fight negative thoughts and feelings. Ooh, positive affirmations, 100%. I was a big fan of that last year as well. And it's like, once you realize how badly you speak about yourself inside your head, and you like try to change that and you change it to something positive, that makes a huge difference in your confidence. I agree. That one's a good one. Mm-hmm. Never speak badly about other people. That one's also good, and you actually feel like once you start, one, stopping to like stop talking negatively about others, but also two, stopping other people from speaking negatively about others. That one gives a lot of confidence too, because you're like, you know what, I'm actually like, you feel like you're becoming a better person and you're helping other people become better too. 100%, I agree with that one. Um, I purchased Atomic Habits, just starting reading the prologue. Yay! You have to let me know what you think. That's my favorite book ever. Learn something new every day. That one's good too. I just think learning something new every day is a bit tricky, but learning something new and doing new things is 100% also something that gives you confidence. Especially like doing something new that's outside of your comfort zone. I also think that brings so much to like, again, like conversations with other people. It adds like an interesting aspect to your life as well, which in turn brings you more confidence, you know? Because like, yeah, you feel like a more confident and interesting person when you're like, oh, well, like last week I went skydiving, or like I learned how to speak Spanish. I don't know. Or I did a Sri Lankan cooking class. You know, all these things like adds to your confidence 100%. Um, I try to treat people the way I want to be treated, but it doesn't work. That can be hard. It's a challenge to always treat people the way you want to be treated, especially if they're not treating you very well. I'm really bad with that too. But then I just kind of leave people alone. If I don't feel like I'm being treated very nicely, I'll just remove myself from the situation. Um, avoid cursing. You reckon that gives you more confidence? Maybe. I think for me, it's also about not letting my emotions get to me. Like, I never lose control, you know? I never shout or scream or like get heated up, you know? Like, I try to really contain myself. Even if someone tries to trigger me, I just try to like keep calm, you know? And that gives me a lot of confidence because if the other person is being super reactive and starts shouting and screaming and throwing stuff, and I'm like super calm, that gives me more confidence that I'm in control of the situation. Yeah. I'm off to bed. Good night, Shane. Thank you for the chat. Um, what about the rest of you? What are things that you do to get more confidence? Imagine being social with real people. Imagine. Okay, I'll be back. Just a second. Hello. Thank you. Okay, we back. Um, I don't know. For me, I actually feel I have some people that will make me feel more confident in myself, but I do also have a lot of people where I feel like when I'm around them, I feel less confident. Probably means I shouldn't be around them, but yeah. Mm. You like the natural look? Thank you. I appreciate that. being confident depends on the environment and the task involved. 100%. And I think like whenever you go into a new environment and a new task, you always feel less confident, and that's also really important to like keep pushing yourself into environments where you're not comfortable and confident, and then becoming confident in it. Like as soon as you learn a new skill or a new environment or a new thing, then you get a lot of confidence from that too. I think when I first started pretty much anything but like streaming and social media, and like I was so worried about it in the beginning and I was so insecure about it, and then as I kind of like went along, like I'm so confident in it now, whereas like when I first started speaking to a camera I was so scared and so insecure, and now I'm like it doesn't bother me at all to open up a camera and speak to it, you know. So it's like there's a lot of things like that. And it's like you can say that with everything, not just social media. But like the first time I bungee jumped, I was terrified. And now like I barely even think about it when I go bungee jumping. I'm like, okay, bye. Woo! um. Shy people are often introverted too. It takes time to get to know someone and understand each other. Only then they start opening up. But it takes some patience in the beginning. A lot of things takes patience. I'm not great with patience, to be honest. Hey, DK Knight, thank you so much for all the roses. You know, I'm not wearing any makeup. I don't do makeup. And we gotta subscribe too. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate that. There are more, first visits to the gym. Yes, 100%. When I first started going to the gym, I actually went to a women's only gym because I was so scared. And it took me a very long time to feel comfortable in the gym because like you have no idea what you're doing when you're first in there, and you're like, you got no idea how the machines work. You have no idea if you're doing the exercise right. That was really scary for me too. But like now I don't have that anymore. I have once in a while, but it's really rare. I never noticed that you don't have any earlobes. I have very tiny ears, okay? There's not a lot of lobe. I know. Maybe it will come. I don't know. I think maybe it's also because I don't really wear earrings or anything. I think when women wear earrings, their earlobes get longer because they're heavy. And I don't really wear jewelry, so. It's been a minute. I know, it's been a lot of minutes and a lot of days. When you say you're going to the gym later, is that one in your Insta story? No. So that was a gym that I went to a couple of weeks ago, and that was like just the most, is it called primitive gym that I've ever been to in my life, and I just thought it would be fun to document it. I was only there once because it was also just a very, it worked, the equipment worked, but it definitely wasn't ideal. I just checked out your page. Holy smokers. Thank you. You seem to have a mixed accent. Yes, I'm from Denmark, but I've lived abroad for 9 years now. I don't even want to know what the bathrooms were like there. I didn't go into the bathroom because I didn't want to know either. There are some things where I'm very confident. Going into rooms like that is not one of them. I'm also in a country where there's like massive spiders and snakes and stuff. You don't want to go to the bathroom in scary situations. Yeah. That's what you call a weight room. Nothing but cold metal and rubber floor mats. Yeah, but the thing is, like, I tried out like the Smith machine for most of my stuff, and like it wasn't weighted properly, so there was like more weight to one side than the other side. It's like I can make do with a gym like that. It's still better than no gym, but it was just, yeah, it was pretty hectic. If you put on another one, play the soundtrack Eye of the Tiger. That's a good idea, Viri. I should have put that one on. That would have been so much better. I really try and put thought into my song choices, but I didn't see that one. You belong on the cover of a magazine. I don't think so, but I really appreciate your compliments. Thank you, Rob. But yeah, confidence. It's a weird thing because I also feel like confidence for me is like I can build it off and try really hard, and then it sometimes work, but then it can also just so quickly be destroyed, you know? Like I can get my confidence taken away from me quite quickly, which is not cool, you know? Like, and I try to actively work on that because I don't want anybody else to have the power to take away my confidence. But like, I'm only human, you know? And if somebody like pushes the right buttons or says the right things, then it can still like get to me a lot, especially if it's people that know me. I'm not really too faced with people online anymore, but yeah, people that know me can still get to me. And that might be, they might be bringing water beds back. That would be fun. I would like to try a waterbed. They looked fun. I'm starting a brand new gym and I'm petrified. Look, starting a new gym is so scary. I actually made it a thing. I think, was it last year or the year before that? Where I was like, I had to change gyms at least twice a year just to like get myself out of of my own comfort zone, because you get so used to the gym and so used to the people, and then it's not scary anymore and you don't push yourself anymore. So I actually made it a thing to always keep changing gyms, and that helped me a lot confidence wise as well, because every time you like then start at a new gym and you smash it, then you're like, damn, I'm pretty good now. And obviously now here when I'm traveling, I go to a new gym like almost every day, so that's pretty cool. Outdoor gyms. I went to an outdoor gym here in Sri Lanka. I'm not a massive fan, mostly because there's no aircon, and I don't know about you guys, but I get super sweaty. Like, I work really hard, and my body for some reason just like gets all red and it just sweats out everything. And yeah, when you're outside and it's like 33 degrees, it's not good. I'm like on the verge of passing out every time I go to an outside gym. So yeah, not a massive fan of those, but it's cool for the photos. I went to one of those like jungle gyms on the beaches. Is there someone looking in the window? No. I'm pretty high up, so that would be very weird. Unless someone was like cleaning the windows, I don't think anyone would make it up here. Outdoor gym in Sri Lanka, humidity doesn't sound fun. No, it wasn't great. Do you like outdoor activities like rock climbing? Yes. I like most activities. I just want to be active and try new things, you know. I find that very fun. Thank you. And thank you for the follows too, guys. I really appreciate that. Um, I saw a video yesterday where a small brass band followed a random park runner and played the theme from Rocky. That's pretty funny. I would like that stuff too. But yeah, no. Confidence. It's a weird concept. And it's funny how much you can like do yourself to get more confidence and less confidence. There's also like active things that you can do to feel less confident. And I feel like a lot of people do it without realizing that they make themselves less confident when they do stuff like that. You haven't seen me surf? You're probably not gonna see me surf either. I'm not the greatest surfer. Love my hair, thank you. I cleaned it. I washed it. Is there if there's any place on this planet that I haven't been yet? I haven't been to Antarctica, and I really want to go there. I was hoping I could go there before I turned 30, because then I would have done all of the continents before 30, which would be really cool. But it's really expensive, so I don't know. You're such a beautiful woman. You should always have supreme confidence. Yeah, but see, I think that's where it glitches. One is that I don't. It's really hard in the world that we live in today to feel like you're like super pretty, you know, because everyone's super pretty. There's so many overly attractive women on social media, and like that can sometimes make you feel like you're not that attractive. Um, and also like your confidence has to come from so much more than your appearance, because like your appearance is gonna fade whether you want it to or not. We're all getting older, and you can't base your confidence on something that's not going to stay there forever. You know, you have to feel your confidence from something else in your appearance. It's very important, at least for me. And it's like, it's great that you can get confidence from your appearance, but if that's all you rely on, you're going to struggle later on in life, you know, when that all of a sudden fades. So yeah, it has to come, like, you have to build a personality and a person that you're proud of and confident in order to keep that going later on. And that can be hard, you know? It can be very hard. Oh, another thing for confidence, definitely meditating. I think I think meditating is extremely good for your confidence too. I haven't been super good at it lately because I've been stressed, which just means I should meditate more. But like meditating and really just like grounding yourself and like pretty much what we've talked about this morning, but just keeping that in mind every day and being like, this is what matters, this is what doesn't matter. I think for me, like working on social media every day can be so hard on like on my mind and my confidence and my self-esteem and all that stuff. But to really just sit down and meditate every day and just remind myself like my value doesn't lie online, you know, and it doesn't lie in my appearance, even though that's what my entire job is about. You take care of your body. I take very good care of my body, yeah. Look, I'm not saying that I'm just gonna like all of a sudden not be attractive anymore. I'm just saying you can't put your confidence on that. You need to put your confidence on something that doesn't like that isn't physical, I think. um yeah. Good mental health is just as important. I think good mental health is like the most important thing, and everything else comes after that. So if you find something that's like draining you or taking your confidence away, then you need to stop and reassess, you know? And I think that's why I've been like kind of tossing up whether or not I want to continue with this, because like when it's going as bad as it has been going lately for me, like that affects me a lot mentally, and obviously I don't want to be doing something that affects myself mentally that much. So like yeah, I've been tossing up a lot of different things of like whether to continue, whether to change like direction, or yeah, just any of that stuff. Maybe I could buy a gas station. Why would I buy a gas station? How do you get to so many cool locations? I travel there. I am a content creator, so that's my job. Yeah. It's mind boggling to think that someone as charming as you isn't in a relationship. How is it possible for a beautiful lady like yourself to be single? For me, it was a lot about work, actually. It was like a choice that I made the year before last year, in 2022, that like I really wanted to focus on my goals in 2023. And for me, whenever I get in a relationship, all of my focus tends to go to the relationship and not so much to myself and my career and my personal growth. So it was just a choice that I made to focus on me instead. It's not that I didn't have the opportunity to get into a relationship, it was that I chose to not be in one. You definitely will find your way, and not everyone has the insight to see what you see and how it affects one. Thank you. I feel like I'm very like I am on my way, and I've done like I did do extremely well last year still. I just tend to be very hard on myself if I don't reach exactly what I set out to reach, but you look good in brown, thank you. Matches my eyes, which I think is cute. It's time to settle down and have kids. Good for you, Italian. That'll be nice. When's it gonna happen? Oh, you were muted. Happens sometimes. Good evening, Rufus. How are you? Thank you, Pack29. Yeah. Be kind to yourself. You're the only one who can be. I am pretty kind to myself, but you also got to be strict with yourself, because I feel like if you just allow yourself to just fall off, then you're gonna like fall back into bad routines and habits, and I don't want to do that, you know. So it's really important for me to obviously still be kind to myself, but still be really hard on myself and be really disciplined, because otherwise I'm very lazy, you know. Like I will go back to like just staying in bed and watching TV and just doing that, you know, and I can't do that. If I do that, then I'm not going to reach my goals. So it's like finding that perfect balance between being kind on yourself and allowing yourself to rest and take breaks, but also being disciplined and focused and work towards your goals. And that can be quite challenging. Who's the most famous person you've met? I haven't really met any famous people. I'm not really a cloud chaser or anything. I don't hang out with famous people. I don't go to famous events. I just do me. I like dressing in brown sometimes and laying on the floor pretending to be a potato. Nice. I do that too, all the time. That kind of routine sounds like the result of depression. I don't think it does. And hi, Young. Welcome back. I think a lot of people are very quick to throw the word depression around, and I don't think just because you're like unhappy and lazy you can call it depression. I think depression is something way more serious than that. Please visit us at home for a meal. That's very sweet. I don't go to strangers' houses though. My mom told me I'm not allowed to. Thank you, Rufus. I hope you're having a good day too. What places are you interested in going in at 2024? I really want to go to Antarctica, but it's really expensive. So I'm kind of in between. Either I save all of my money and I go to Antarctica, which has been a goal of mine for my whole life, or I leave Antarctica and I can go to like several places next year. Watch any episode 9 of Alone if you want to see. I don't know what that is, sorry. Do you know what the difference is between you and the ocean? I feel like I'm gonna get something bad. You're gonna say something about plastic, I assume. Or that we're both deep. That we're both deep. I'm gonna go with that we're both deep. I imagine if someone is lazy to that degree, they must struggle to find purpose in their life besides existing. 100%, but I don't think that's depression. I think like if how you're feeling can be cured by going outside, eating good food, working out, and like just entering some good habits, then I don't think you can call it depression. I know, and that's a really rough opinion, but like that's how I feel. People are being more antisocial now and spend time alone and are more lonely. I think spending time alone and being lonely isn't the same thing, because I love being alone, and that doesn't mean that I feel lonely, you know? It's two very different things. The ocean is salty, but you are sweet. Okay, well that's better. I thought you were gonna do like there's plastic in both of you or something. Fair enough. What do you think qualifies someone experiencing depression? I think depression is when it's so heavy that you can't get out of it yourself, and by changing, like, I fully like agree that depression is a thing and that it can be extremely hard on people, but I think a lot of people who are just feeling meh in life are just classifying it as depression and then saying, oh well, I can't do anything about it. Whereas like a lot of people can get out of their like situation by doing A, B, C, and D. You know, if you have depression, you can't get out of it by just doing A, B, C, and D. You know, so like that's how I like see the difference. But I know that's a touchy subject for a lot of people. I think it was what's the guy called that has done Yes Man? I forget his name. And Ace Ventura. Anyone? I forget his name. Hi, Thomas. Jim Carrey. It was Jim Carrey that said it. That is like, he has a famous quote about it. Hold up. I'm gonna find it for you and we can talk about it. Jim Carrey and depression. Hold up. I got the quote for you. Stay on the line. I believe depression is legitimate, but I also believe that if you don't exercise, eat nutritious food, get sunlight, get enough sleep, consume positive materials, surround yourself with support, then you aren't giving yourself a fighting chance. And I really agree with that. I do think the word depression is over/misused. Same with ADHD. Everyone, their mother has ADHD. Yes, I agree. It has a word in Denmark. My friend told me about it, and it's like the label period or something, that we all have this like need to label ourselves with something, and like I've done the same like with anxiety. You know, a lot of people say that like they have anxiety as well. 100% I agree with you and Jim Carrey. People think they're depressed, they're just unhappy. Exactly, and I think it's sad for the ones that are actually depressed, you know, because it takes away the seriousness of the people that are like depressed, you know, the ones that like where it's a mental condition. Bye, Sam. Thank you for joining. I think depression is something that seems chronic. We may have bouts of depression and get over it without knowing it until the fact. But clinical depression seems like something that is persistent for some. I agree. And the thing is, like, we're all gonna feel unhappy from time to time. And yes, you can, I think a lot of, yeah, what you said on here is like the unhappy, and then we just classify that as depressed. But we're not depressed, we're just unhappy. And it's normal to be unhappy, you know? We're supposed to be unhappy, otherwise we wouldn't feel happy. We need that different aspects of the spectrum, you know? Like, we need all of the feelings. I don't think, but yeah, I just don't, it's just not healthy to go around saying, oh, I'm depressed just because you've had a bad week. You know, I've had a couple of bad months, and I'm not saying I'm depressed. If you can do all them things, you don't have depression. But that's what Jim Carrey says in his line. It's like, if you can cure your depression by doing these things, then you're not depressed, you know? And you're just unhappy. But yeah. So I'm not saying depression isn't real and doesn't exist. I'm just saying a lot of people are classifying being unhappy as being depressed, and I don't agree with that. And I think it's a shame for the people that are actually depressed. I watch cute animals on Instagram to get happy. I do that too, and on TikTok. I had a whole phase with baby hippos. Those are really cute. As Jim Carrey said about depression, it's your inner soul and your inner self saying, F you, I don't want to play this character with you that I've created. I can't handle this for so long. I really like Jim Carrey. I think he's super cool. On average, are all Danish women this smart? No. I think like this isn't so much about being smart and intelligent as it is about being open-minded and having thought a lot about a lot of different situations. And I think that's come from me traveling as much as I have and talked to as many people as I have. And in general, it doesn't come down to a country, it comes down to how experienced you are, life experience. One cause I think contributes to everyone's depression/sadness is the idea that we're supposed to strive for happiness daily. Happiness should be a bonus, being content should be the goal. I agree. I think being whole, I think being whole is all aspects of it. Being whole contains joy and happiness and sadness and anger and fear. Hey, Julio, thank you. And that's being whole, having all of the feelings, but being able to sit with them and be in them and feel them and process them and handle them. And that's being whole, and that's what we should aim for. Have to differentiate between being depressed, which we all experience at one time or another, and clinical depression. Yes. Exactly. I agree, Steve. Where would you choose to live in the world forever? Australia. I love Australia. But I haven't been everywhere yet, so who knows? Maybe I find another country I like better. Happy Monday. It's the start of the week. Having dealt with depression myself, I feel like I'm in a better position than most psychiatrists to understand my depressed patients. I'm off my meds now, but when it was bad, they really helped. I have often had this conversation with some of my friends that's been really down in the dumps as well, and that we feel this like it's different to talk to someone who has experienced the same feelings versus someone who's just educated in it. So I fully agree with that. It's just completely different. That being said, I feel like actually offering the right help to a patient, I feel like a doctor would be more qualified for that, because the way that I dealt with a problem isn't necessarily the way that you're going to deal with a problem, and you might end up giving wrong and potentially dangerous advice to someone if you're not qualified to do so. Depression, it's a way of the body to shut down and restart and reboot itself after losing control mentally, after being strong mentally for too long. I mean, depression can be a lot of different things, and I don't think there's one size fits all for anyone. It is in a way the body reconfiguring itself. I often wonder how beneficial medication is for something like this. I'm not qualified to speak on it medically, but I'm curious on whether or not medication is a long-term solution. Oh, are we getting into the medicine industry now? I am not a big fan of the medicine industry at all. Especially not when it comes to mental illnesses. I am a firm believer that there is a lot of other solutions that is a lot better than medicine will ever be. Unless it's like natural medicine, but yeah, I think it's also extremely sad that a lot of the time when someone's struggling with something mentally, the first solution will just be, oh, well, here, take this pill and you'll feel less. You won't feel better, you'll just feel less. And I think there's so many other things that doctors should prescribe before they resolve to pills, 100%. Stop being cute. What do you mean? Your face makes me feel less depressed. We like that. But they get paid to sell the pills. Exactly. But imagine if they prescribed um, exercise and meditation and mental help and support and all of these things first instead of just like shoving pills down your throat. There's no money in that. I know. And like, I don't want to get into the whole conspiracy theory, but like, that is the sad part though, is that it ends up just being a medicine, and then they need more medicine, and then they get stuck on that, and then it's money and more money, and people make money off that, and people get powerful from that, you know? But yeah, we're not going to go down that rabbit hole. I have been down in that one before. Is there no sound? Maybe yours is just on mute. I know someone who stopped taking medication because it was making her depression worse. Her uncle studies plants and she went on a plant-based diet that helped her better. And that's what I'm saying. There's so many other solutions that you can try before going on medication, you know. It's very, very rare that I have heard that medication actually helps. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Sometimes meds are needed though. Sometimes it's so bad the better things. And that's, yeah, I agree that sometimes meds are needed, but I feel we're at a point that, like, as soon as you just say anything, you're just giving pills and that's it. Like, there's no, like, alternative solution given first, you know? Your hair looks amazing. Thank you. I cleaned it yesterday. It does happen once in a while. Sound is working. That's good. I'm happy to hear that. Life gets more complicated. Look, life is complicated. And life is hard. And I don't care who you are. It's gonna beat you to... That's a good quote from Rocky. Stallone? Yeah, really good quote. And I listen to that often because it is a tough life. And it's complicated. And it's sad. And it's messy. And it's confusing. And... That's it for everyone, you know? No one's gonna get through it without having been beaten down a couple of times. And obviously that's hard. But being honest about it and talking to other people about it is gonna help. Same thing with being overweight. You can't even medically tell someone that their obesity is the cause of their health issues. Instead, medicine is prescribed to deal with the symptoms. We're touching on some subjects that are very touchy. I unfortunately live or have a career in social media where it's very easy to be canceled, and I don't want to come off as sounding rude to anyone at all. So I also feel like I'm quite restrained in what I can and can't say on here. No Cash App here. A former PM once famously said, life wasn't meant to be easy. I agree. And I think that's what's so cool about it as well, you know? It's like all of the challenges and struggles are what makes us as human beings. And I, for one, definitely think that I have become a way more whole and experienced and interesting human being because of the challenges that I've been through. So I wouldn't want to change that. If I could go back and make my life easier, I wouldn't have done it. As long as you acknowledge medication can be useful, I don't think you should be canceled. No, I agree. Like, medicine is needed once in a while. I just think it's used a little too quickly for some parts, you know? Did we just disconnect? If I've made it to America? Not yet, no. Not yet. Twitch, are you still there? It looked like it disconnected. Not on Twitch. We didn't disconnect. Oh, that's good. And thank you for the follows on Instagram, guys. I appreciate that. Got a message from an account saying it was you. Yeah, that's not me. Unfortunately, there's a lot of fake accounts on here that pretend to be me and scam people. He's not me. You can always try and ask him a question that only I would know how to answer. Where have you been? Sri Lanka. Are you finally venturing to the States? I really wanted to go to the States this year. Unfortunately, my financial situation has changed a bit over the last month or two, so not quite sure if that's happening now, but I'm gonna try. Are you an influencer? I mean, I don't really know if you can classify me as an influencer. I would more go with a content creator, but yes. You seem quite understandable on these topics. Yeah, it's been quite close to my life, everything regarding, well, one, confidence, but mental health and struggles and life experiences and stuff. I had a very tough first 20 years of my life, and I think being in such a unhappy and sad state for so long mentally, it just gives you a different perspective of the world and of other people. You are in online channels. How's your business going? Right now it's just going. But that's okay. There's a lot to be learned in that too, you know? You can't expect it to always go well. Were you deported from Australia at the end? Kind of, yeah. Not physically, but my visa just ran out and they were like, you need to leave. Thank you. How does the Danish passport look? I don't have it here. It's somewhere. Antidepressants are really just there to raise your mood a little bit. Therapy and other wellness methods are also important. Yeah, I think the thing about antidepressants is just that they're so addictive, you know, and like that can just cause a whole new line of really bad things for you. What do you attribute to not being sad now? Traveling, for sure. The gym honestly saved me. I was struggling a lot with like really negative thoughts before I started going to the gym. I think the gym for me was like an avenue of where I could just get out all my frustrations. Yeah, it's kind of like a good kind of self-harm in a way, which is weird. Meditation, finding a purpose, working towards something intentionally, and yeah, those ones I think are probably my main ones that help me get happier. Antidepressants are very much addictive. I've tried asking bots questions like when are we getting married to determine their authenticity, but they just say soon. So I can't tell you if it's you or not. If it was me, I would say I don't want to get married. You know that, Young. I'm not back in Denmark now. I'm in Sri Lanka. Thank you so much for the gifts on TikTok, guys. I really appreciate that. Going to have to disagree with you there. That's okay. We are allowed to disagree. Happy New Year. Welcome back. And thank you for the follows, guys. If you haven't, please don't forget to drop a follow over on Instagram too. It is linked in my profile. Or right here. It's just the same name everywhere. Live your best life always. It's very hard to do it all the time, but I'm trying to do it most of the time. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Maybe the Quora thing was a good thing. Have a bit more of an actual conversation than me just being in a rut. Bye. Thank you, Tony, for the gifts. Would you like to live in Denmark again? Definitely not. Denmark's not the country for me. I think for any person who feels like they're a little bit different, that they don't fit into society, Denmark's not a great place to be the outsider. It's not a lot of room for being different there. So it was just never for me. I don't think I ever felt like I fit in to Denmark. How are you feeling about 2024 compared to entering 2023? Ooh, that's a good question. So I was definitely a lot more motivated and determined going into 2023 than I have been going into 2024. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that I didn't reach my goals of 2023. So yeah, I've definitely felt like I've been a little bit more disheartened going into 2024. But I'm actively working on changing that. It's just, it's been a lot of other factors, and this is not to try and have like shitty excuses, but like I've been very sick. Sri Lanka has been very different. Lost a lot of things. There's just been a lot of like negatives happening over the last month that meant that going into 2024 I probably wasn't at the mindset I should have been going into the new year. Thank you, and thank you so much for the follows, guys. I really appreciate that. Do you need a Schengen visa to adventure in Europe? That depends where you're from, but yes, for the most part. Thank you, I appreciate that. I remember asking you about your goals and how you would handle accepting not always reaching them, because eventually there will be a peak. Not to say you already reached that, but it's a possibility. Of course it's a possibility, and like I'm super grateful. I reached a lot of my goals and I got really close to the ones that I didn't, and there's still a great success in that. And as I said in one of my videos the other day, I read a really good quote that said it wasn't the, what was it, I've forgotten it. Do I have it here? I don't have it here. Do I? Oh, I'm gonna read it to you. Hold up. Stay on the line, please. Okay, you ready? I'm gonna read you, because this has been my favorite quote so far. I forgot where it is. Okay, are you ready? So, the tragedy of life doesn't lie in not reaching your goal. The tragedy lies in having no goal to reach. How good is that? And I think that's just so important, because like I wouldn't have gotten a quarter of the way if I hadn't set the goals, you know? So it's not about reaching them. It's about having them, to have something to work towards. Yeah. And I think that was it. It really is, and it also just came to me at a time where I really needed it, because like I was struggling so much about not having reached them and feeling really down about it. That's okay. You don't have to like it. I love it, and that's the most important thing. Yeah. The tragedy of life doesn't lie in not reaching your goal. The tragedy of life lies in not having a goal to reach. Yeah, and I just like that just really spoke to me, and I think yeah, instead of being so hard on yourself and not reaching your goals, or maybe having reached them even, is like It's just important to know that you set them and you work towards them. And that's and that's good enough. Hey, Cartman, 5 months. Happy anniversary. Be kind to yourself. Exactly. Absolutely. Yeah, so that really spoke to me. And the thing is, like, people can say that I maybe peaked last year and I did the best that I will ever do. But the thing is, if I accept that in my head, I make that the reality. And I'm not willing to accept that. And the thing is, I could have maybe peaked in one thing, but then there's so many other avenues and other things that I can peak in next year. It doesn't always have to be the same thing that you peak in. Just to bring this back full circle, so for people without goals being considered a tragedy, do you think that could be a source of someone's depression? So I think it's important to not always take the worst of someone's quote. This quote is obviously made for people who have set goals and not achieved them, you know? It's like you can always take the worst of, you can always hear the worst of something that someone say. And I personally am a firm believer to have goals. And as I said in my video on TikTok as well, it's like it's not about having like a really, like, it's not about the goals that you set. Like, it can be everything within the spectrum. It can literally just be, I want to survive this year, you know, like I want to make it to the next year and still be here. Like, that is a goal too. And if you achieve that, that's amazing, you know? Like, for some people, that is the goal. And that is, like, that's just the way it is. And for other people, it can be seeing your dad more, or actually learning how to play the piano. You know, it can be exercising, it can be traveling, it can be buying a damn private jet. All goals can be very different, but it's just, I think it's just important to have one, regardless of that goal. Very good quote. Really, the goal is the path you follow to get there. Your figure of 100K encouraged you to stream and make a lot of content that made you grow your numbers, improve, and learn. That's also a goal. 100%. And I've learned so much along the way. And that's the thing. It's not about reaching the goal. It's about the work towards the goal. You know, that's living, Barry. Sometimes it's okay to take a step back, reevaluate things, and take a breather. 100%. And that's what I'm saying. I think my biggest struggle is finding a balance in it, you know, like finding the balance between being determined and disciplined and working towards my goals and taking time for myself and relaxing and letting go, you know. It's like finding that balance is definitely the hardest part for me. I'm trying to do it all, guys. I really am. 10% of the goal is the result, 90% of the goal is the journey you take, the self-development, personal growth and improvement, the experiences you learn, and stuff. Exactly. And that's just, it is just really cool. And last year was such an amazing year for me in all ways. You know, I really learned a lot and grew a lot and worked a lot, but also achieved a lot and, yeah, failed a lot too, which is really important. True, mine is like yours. Build enough resources to live off interest and dividends. Last year was stressful and lots of studying, but I feel like I'm finally making progress moving forward. And that's what we want. I'm really happy to hear that, Musahi. But yeah, thank you so much for the follows, guys. Those are really appreciated. We are, yeah, still working towards the goals that we didn't reach last year. And then we're probably going to have some new goals as well. Hi, Shane. And hi, Germany. Guten Morgen. As Sylvester Stallone, Rocky said it, life ain't about how hard you hit, but it's about how hard you can get hit and keep on going. That's how winning is done. I love that quote. I have that on my Spotify playlist when I go to the gym. I listen to that quote like almost every day. I love it. My goal is to be financially free, but maybe I should make it more digestible because it can be a jungle to figure out that path. It's a very long term. This book is extremely good for anything financially. I really enjoyed this, and it helped a lot to make is exactly that goal of being financially free more digestible. So, highly recommend this if you want. Pre-recorded. It is not pre-recorded, Juan. The one way you can check it is that it has to say just Pernilla Morrison and nothing else. There is a lot of people recording my lives, faking accounts, all of that stuff. This is my only account, so you also have to check. I think we're at around 935,000 followers. If we're not around 935,000 followers, it's not my account, okay? I'm curious about your viewer demographic. We understand you're an attractive woman, so that's going to attract men, but it's not like you're following the recent Twitch metas to get views. The recent Twitch metas, I don't know what that is. And despite your good conversation, I'd be willing to bet you have almost no female viewers. Why do you think that is? Because I don't market myself towards females. And I haven't. I definitely could have. But that's a very, like, you have to decide which direction you want to go in. And I didn't market myself to females. Yeah, I would have to take a very different approach to it if it was towards females. And I feel like the females that do appreciate these kind of conversations are gonna find me, you know? But I definitely did target myself towards males. I don't know what Twitch metas are. Can someone explain what Twitch metas are? Can we have the basic info again? I'm Nilla. I'm from Denmark. I'm a content creator who's currently in Sri Lanka. Hello. And Happy New Year. Sorry. Oh, zoomed in. Sorry about that. Denmark. Ha 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 ha. I am from Denmark, yeah. You're a smart girl? Some would say so. Some would say that I'm not. But we can't care too much about what other people say that we are and what we aren't. How do you afford to stay in so many nice places? I do that through my social media. I do the exclusive side and Patreon and TikTok and Instagram and YouTube and Twitch and X and Kick and Twitch. I said that twice, I think. But yeah, all of those platforms make me the income that I use to travel around the world. A meta is like a strategy that works. So for example, wearing bikinis and okay. Yeah, no, I don't follow the traditional way of getting views. Do you think it's possible for you to market to both, or is there more success in pursuing exclusively men? It's definitely possible to do both. I've seen several content creators that focus on both and has done extremely well. I find it a bit harder, and this is gonna sound so cliche, and I'm trying not to be cliche because I love women, I really do, and I get along with some women so well, and I'm all for being a girl's girl. But fact of the matter is just that I am, and this is gonna sound so cliche, I'm so sorry, so many people are gonna hate me for this, but I just work better with men. I get along better with men, and I just do. I find it extremely hard to find girls that aren't judgmental, and I feel like men are just way less judgmental than women are. And I'm really sorry, because like I know I'm gonna offend a lot of people with that, but like you also gotta keep in mind, I grew up amongst 3 brothers. Okay, I'm a bit of a tomboy, you know, and you wouldn't think it because I have curves and I'm quite feminine, but like I'm a tomboy. Okay, I like all of the guy stuff, and I like I don't know how to explain it any better, but like all of that stuff is just something that comes quite naturally to me. And there are definitely girls that vibe with that, but just not that many. So for me, it's easier to get along and create content that men appreciate than it is to create content and get along with women online. And I think I need to find something that I naturally belong in and not try to be something that I'm not. If I tried to be more feminine and do a woman's approach, I'm sure I could build that up, but it wouldn't be me and I wouldn't be authentic, you know? What I like about this stream is that it's not a Twitch meta, because Twitch metas typically attracts all the weirdos. I like this is also one of the reasons I like my stream, and I think sometimes I lose track of that, but like I like the fact that I cannot come on here and just be me, you know? Oh no, you're definitely not as overly feminine as some girls we've seen so much. There's a market of men that desire that. And I know that, you know, and like I'm just not that kind of way. And I really want to be able to create content that is true to who I am. You know, I don't want to pretend to be something that I'm not. And it's really important for me to stay on track of that and not go in any direction that I don't feel is natural. That doesn't mean that I can't create, but I don't create content. Okay, that's a lie. I do create more content that's towards men than it is towards females. But that's because I like it. I think it's fun. I like creating content that's that way, but it's not like if I were to make content that was specifically towards women, I wouldn't be doing something that I vibe with, that I thought was nice. I had to explain that yes, there's an attraction at first, but it also goes beyond that. We actually have thought-provoking conversations, and there's a genuine appreciation for the content creator. Yeah. And I like that we can have these kind of conversations. These conversations grow me as a human being. They also make me like feel more fulfilled, and having this as part of my day is one of my favorite things about being a streamer, you know? And thank you for the follows, guys. What was the name of that book again? This one's called The Millionaire Fastlane. It's a really good book. And this is not sponsored or anything. I just really like it. I just wonder about the sustainability of something like this. It requires some kind of loyalty from your viewers. And while you can be considered unique to a degree, I wonder if it's enough to keep people coming back while growing your audience. Well, it has been for over 2 years now, Young. So you could say that it has worked. And no, it's not going to be sustainable, or maybe it will be. You never know. You can go in all sorts of avenues with this. It's probably not going to be sustainable forever. But just because something is only sustainable for a shorter amount of time doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. And we've had this conversation, and someone used the analogy of like football players. Like professional football players can only be used for what, 10, 15 years maybe? Okay, that could be wrong. I don't know how many years football players have used, but like there's only a short amount of time that they can be used too. Doesn't mean they shouldn't do it just because there's only a short amount of time that they can actually play. And I see the same with me and my career, you know, just because I'm only going to be young and attractive for a short amount of years doesn't mean that I shouldn't do it. I'm not suggesting it wasn't worth doing. Sometimes I wonder if the juice is worth the squeeze at all. But it is. I'm telling you it is. It has been for me. I don't know if it is for you, but it is for me. I'm currently in Sri Lanka. You can buy everything with money. Probably not everything, but a lot. How long in Sri Lanka? I have 2 weeks left. But maybe when we're all 45 years old, new markets and domains will be born. I'm sure it will be. I think my past loved ones in heaven and my ancestors would have given me a pep talk face to face and say, we didn't go through what we had to live through just so you could give up on yourself and quit on yourself this easily. Believe in yourself and dreams and this. Yeah, exactly. Going on 2 years with you, Nilla. Looking forward to more of your adventures and growth. I appreciate that, Musahi. Obviously, Twitch is a site where there are more men than women, and the first impression of Nilla is that of a spectacular woman. But after a few seconds and looking at her social networks, you see that Nilla's inside is what is really important, and therefore that it's worth staying. Thank you, Puri. Damn. Have you ever done an outdoor stream? Yes, I have. This book is by MJ DeMarco. Yes. It has for you in the present sense. Granted, you keep thoughts about your future plans private. So far, it just seems like a large gray area, but I'm interested to see where it goes. Yes. And it is, but that's part of the fun, you know? I haven't regretted anything. I'm very, very happy of where I am. Have a good time, Nilla, and the best wishes for the new year. Thank you so much, Michael. And same to you. My eyes are dark brown. Money doesn't necessarily bring people happiness. No. And I agree with that. But I do believe that money brings you a sense of security and a sense of what's it called? Being worry-free. I think one of the worst, so I have been on both sides of the scale, okay? I've been very, very poor, and I've also been well off, you know? So, like, and I can safely say that, like, that feeling you have when you are very, very poor of not knowing where the money is going to come from for your next meal is just one of the most stressful feelings in the world. And, like, that feeling is what money can take away, you know, and that is worth a lot. So it's not that money can't buy happiness, but it can bring you security and a less stressful life. And that's just my opinion. I'm sorry if that offends you. I'm not here to cause doubt, only share my curiosity. You don't cause any doubt, Young. Don't you worry about that. Money can't buy you happiness, but it can buy you a big boat to pull up. Yeah, it takes away stress, you know, and worry, and that's what it does. And I think a lot of people like to make it out as if money is evil and it's bad to want money, but I don't agree with that. And I think it's important to realize that we all need money. We all need food on the table. We all need a roof over our heads and water to drink, you know, and it's like we are gonna need it, and to accept that and be like money can also be something positive is a really important change inside of your head in order to start making more money. So yeah. Money is yeah, that's okay. Like, I don't expect you guys to agree with me. I love that we can agree to disagree. We all need partners too, you know. We don't all need them. I've seen several videos and films about women who said that they lived so long because they didn't have a partner. But no, I'm not saying I want a partner. I just don't want to be married. There's a big difference. It's more sad to see when people put material things above all else. And that's something completely different, because I agree with that. I agree that you shouldn't put value on materialistic things. But that doesn't mean that money is evil and that it can't offer you security and less stress. Freedom, you know? If I play the lottery, I do not. No, I don't do any form of gambling at all. I've lived in Australia for the last 4 years, but I'm currently in Sri Lanka. Hi. And thank you for the follow, Scout. If you guys haven't, I would also greatly appreciate a follow on Instagram. It's linked in the profile, or it's just the same name as I have on here. I would love to say your usernames, but some of them I can't actually read. Hi, Logic. I'm from Denmark. Yeah. Misuse of a resource does that to many, and when people's main focus is that, it often blinds them. And I agree with that. Um, Wholeheartedly. It's extremely, and I think that takes me back to the meditation part, is that it's extremely important to keep, and this goes for like both sides of the scale. Even if you're extremely poor or extremely rich, it's extremely important to constantly remind yourself of what matters, you know? And that doesn't come from materialistic things. So, yeah. You're from the Philippines? Hi, Joy. They say a blind person sometimes sees more than those with eyes. I like that. And I agree wholeheartedly. It is Monday here, actually, in Sri Lanka. Got a toll fee. Seems like you love the beach. I love the ocean. I love water. When you have been without and see people who waste their resources, that kills me. Because we're all trying to get where they are or was. I know a guy who lost it all to gambling. Yeah. I think it's just important to not focus on anybody else and what they do with their money or with their resources. Nothing good comes out of that usually. You know? It can be a very, very toxic thing to look at. I don't gamble. No gambling for me. I'm too emotional for all of that sorts. Like even just trading for me, like I'm a very emotional person. I can't control that. And I'm aware of that, so I don't go into something where you need to be able to control your feelings and emotions. I can't take serious someone who gambles too much. No, I would just focus on not focusing on those people at all. Do you think it's important to be faithful to God? I myself am not religious. Thank you so much for the hat. I fully respect and have a lot of respect for people that are religious, and I fully support that. But I myself am not religious, so for me, it is not about being faithful to God. I do think it's about being faithful to yourself, which in many cases could probably be seen as the same thing. You have to make up what your values and priorities and things are, and then you got to be faithful towards yourself, and sometimes that can be even harder. Morals, yes, there you go. Thank you. I appreciate that. And thank you so much for all the gifts too, Tamer. It's very sweet. This question may be too personal, so feel free to ignore it, but I'm curious. I don't see you as someone that's promiscuous, but we all have needs, so how do you manage those without ever working towards some kind of continuous relationship with someone? Are you asking if I'm getting laid? Because yes, that is too personal, Young, and I'm not going to talk about whether or not I get laid online. Might be too personal. Jesus, okay. But religion outlines sins, and even if you aren't faithful, you should be aware of deadly sins and try not to commit them. Again, I'm not religious, so I don't work in those ways. I believe in being a good human being, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to build out your own morals and your own sins and your own all of these things, and then you got to be faithful to yourself. Nice try, I know, right? Thank you for the follows. I really appreciate it. There would be a lot less wars without religion. Look, I don't want to, again, with the whole cancel culture, I am very aware that religion is a very touchy subject, and I try not to go too deep into it. I respect all cultures and all religions. I myself do not have a religion, and I'm not a believer or any of them, but I appreciate all of them, and I respect all of them. That is the correct answer, I believe, in 2023. You all believe in whatever you want to believe in, okay? I know I'm not the only one that's curious. No, you are not. But that doesn't mean I'm going to talk about my personal life on the internet, young. We all know better than to do that. You're right, do not talk about religion, exactly. It's a touchy one. They say people who drink a lot often goes hand in hand with some other things. I don't know if that's always the case. Neither do I. What are you, a devil worshipper? I'm not a devil worshipper. Do you believe in a higher power of any kind? Not really, no. No. The smart ones know better than to talk about it. Yes. I think that can be said for a lot of things. Sometimes it's smarter to just stay out of it. You know, I don't have a need. Just because I have one belief or like one opinion doesn't mean I need to share it with you, and I don't need to convince you that my opinion is right, you know? Like, and if we could all just get to that state and be like, that's okay, we don't have to agree. I can think one way and you can think another way, and we can both accept that and both be in the world. We don't all have to think the same way, you know? I would agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong. That's funny, yeah. Best music gig that I've ever been to? I went to Tomorrowland last year, and that was really cool. Are you dating Luke? Who's Luke? Show us your view from the window. No, you ain't getting to see that. Man is religion. God is spirit. Okay. Again, you are entitled to all of your beliefs and thoughts. And I'm saying the beauty is in the fact that we don't have to agree, and we don't have to convince other people that we're right. If you are so certain in the way that you think, then just be happy with that. Just be content with that. No need to go out and try to convince everyone else. Again, this is just my opinion. Luke is Darth Vader's son. Oh, I'm not dating Luke. Nilla, I just thought of your beloved car. What happened now that you're not in Australia? She's been sold to a lovely couple who's hopefully going to use her a lot. Thank you. Muchas gracias. I appreciate that, guys. I don't really mind people saying that I'm evil. Again, comes back to the confidence chat we had earlier. I'm quite confident in who I am as a person. And I think that's also why I've grown so much with this social media thing, because I get called a lot of things, and there's a lot of judgment everywhere because of what I do, and it has really grown me into a certain type of person and woman, and I'm a very strong and resilient mind now because of that. I'm from Denmark. The perfect person to appear when I log in. Thank you. Don't forget to drop us a follow then. What do you do? I am a content creator. It is all good vibes in here. Thank you, Mudslide and Dole. I appreciate the follows. Help me get to 1 million this year. Thank you. I appreciate that, Spoon Player. You guys are very sweet. We have had our coffee today. Thank you, James and Rob. I appreciate it. I have been without my truck since last March and it's not so bad. I miss my car, but it is what it is. She had to go. Best band you've seen live? I really haven't. Oh, I really liked. I'm so bad with names. What's it called? The one where it's like the dog days are over. They were really good. Thank you. I had a 4-wheel drive in Australia, yeah. Anyone? Thank you, Camille and Augie and Bicking. G'day. I noticed when you were here in Melbourne during New Year's. I was in Melbourne before I came to Sri Lanka, yeah. Alrighty now. Hello. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Good morning, Patrick. When you don't know... Okay. So, you're unemployed. No, I'm self-employed. A big difference. I love the plain look, no makeup. Thank you. It's a lot cheaper, this look. I'll pay you $50 for 50 minutes of Danish tutoring. If you think my hourly rate is $60, then you're very wrong. Sorry, tough cookie. No, I do not. People always say the passing are in heaven is an interesting idea to think those we loved are in a better place than we. I think the only place in which I could become a little bit agnostic would be in terms of the people that we have lost. It is hard to believe that when we pass, we just disappear from Earth. Oh, if you plan to come to the States, you should plan it when you have this San Jacinto Music Festival. Ah, okay. I haven't moved to Sri Lanka. No, I'm leaving in 2 weeks. That Danish tutoring better include some Lego building. We do like building Legos. What is your self-employed job? I'm a content creator, as I said before. Hello. Yoba, James, thank you for the follows. Hi. So what are your plans for the new year? I got a bunch of plans. There's a lot of traveling involved, a lot of working, a lot of new avenues, new investments, all sorts of things. I am on LinkedIn too, yeah. There's really not a social media platform I'm not on. Your hair is looking great, thank you. I washed it yesterday. Adam, thank you so much for the corkies. Thank you, Joe. Long time no see. What's my net worth? I don't look up my net worth. I'm pretty sure it says it online somewhere. There are these people that are like making these what's it called when like they assume your status and they add up your money. So you can actually Google Pernilla Morrison's net worth and they'll come up with a suggestion. Not that I've ever Googled myself. I lie. I have Googled myself. Not a fun path to go down. Do you have a book that has changed your way of thinking? I have many. I just finished this one not too long ago. That was good. But the biggest mind shift change was probably Atomic Habits or Think Like a Monk with Jay Shetty. Thank you. Who is the man behind you? There is no man behind me. I'm not married, no. Why are you not in Australia? Because my visa ran out. Thank you. Are you a magician? Because when I look at you, everything else disappears. That's very sweet. Thank you, just a random guy. And thank you for the gifts too, guys. What's my background? I'm Danish. Yeah. That's about it. It says your net worth is $300,000. Fair enough. I don't know where they make these accusations from. I do really like Australia, yeah. Thank you. I am in Colombo at the moment, yeah, but I'm actually leaving today to go somewhere else. Why do Europeans hate Russian people? We don't hate Russian people. I don't hate Russian people. I talked to a lovely girl from Russia the other day. I do travel a lot, yeah. Just curious, your thoughts on the abdication of your queen? Look, I think it was about time. She was getting old. Yeah, as like I'm not very Danish anymore, so I don't see myself as that Danish, but she was getting very old, and I was thinking that it was about time. So I think it's really cute, and it's gonna be fun to have a new and young king. Thank you. Don't know where they get this info. Kind of creepy though if you think about it too much. Nah, I think they just make it based on your social media. Good morning. Hi. See you. Time's up. What time? What's up? What's happening? No, I still have an hour and a half until I have to check out. I don't know where Mango Hill is, sorry. But thank you for the follows on Instagram. This is the first time we've gone the other direction, so that's nice. In case you haven't found it, it is linked in my profile, or it's the same name as I have on here. In the Good Book, the concept you describe, good person associated with righteousness, which sounds simple, but many make it very complex. Yeah. That's good, Musahi. That's fun. Thank you. And thank you, Stefan. Australians do swear a lot. Is this live or recorded? This is live. Hi, I'm Nilla. Welcome to my channel. I really appreciate the follows and the gifts and the subscribes. You guys are very amazing. The link tree is over on Instagram if you want to find it. You plan on visiting South America anytime soon? No, I traveled South America back in 2018, so not really planning on that one. It has been a long time, I know. Do you know about the law of attraction? I do know about the law of attraction. Have you seen how scary accurate AI looks? I have seen that, yeah. It is very scary. Hold up, my phone's gonna die. How are we gonna do this without you guys interrupting? Sorry, just a second, guys. Please check your messages before you leave Sri Lanka. Okay. Nilla, you've been to so many places around the world. Every time I'm in your stream, you're in a different country. Yes, I do travel full time at the moment, so it's a lot. Thank you. What do you think is the next step in your social media career? I honestly don't know. I'm at a bit of a, I don't know, intersection. I'm not quite sure whether to keep going in the direction that I have been going lately or if it's time to find a new direction. But I do have a very big hike coming up soon where I feel like I'll have a lot of time to like think everything through. Yes, if you want all of my biggest book recommendations, you can find it on my website. That is in my link tree. Otherwise, it's just PernillaMorrison.com. Yeah, kind of. I know, we've almost gone our 3 hours, which is wild. Mm. Hello. From Colombo. No, it's just my phone dying because I've been streaming for like 3 hours now. Of course I do. Hi, Justin. I am currently in Sri Lanka. I like it more when store has only few options to pick. Okay. That's okay. We don't have to agree. You want to go 24-hour streaming? I can't because I am checking out soon, actually. And I wanted to do a gym session as well, but yeah. I might have to ask the gym if, or the hotel if I can stay longer. Do you prefer the freezing winters of Europe or the scorching summer of Australia? I like to do both. I like both winter and summer. I just don't like the middle part, the sucky part in the middle. Thank you. Too many things to pick at once can sometimes be overwhelming for me. That's okay. It can be for me too. Thank you so much for the follows, guys. I know, we only have 7 minutes left. Greetings from Venezuela. Greetings, Mike. From Sri Lanka. I'm from Denmark. Hi. Do they speak English in Sri Lanka? They do, yes. Why are you so good and soft? Because I believe that's the right way for me to be. I like being a softie. I think sometimes I feel bad for being super emotional. But it's me. And trying to like toughen up and pretend to be this like super tough person that I'm not is just not, I would be going against who I am as a person. I could change it, but I don't want to change it. I like being soft. I like being gentle, and I like being kind. And if that's gonna get me hurt or not respected or any of the other things that people like to put on me, then so be it. Thank you, and thank you for the gifts, guys. I really appreciate that. What do you think is your greatest virtue? I don't really know how to answer that. What do you mean by virtue? It's been a long time since you've done a 3-hour stream. It's been very, very interesting streaming. Very good, Nilla, really. Thank you, Pari. This has been one of our better streams for a long time, actually. It's been nice to just chat again. I do like those. Kindness is always the answer. I believe so. No, we're not doing truth in there. Sorry. Good night, Rich. I hope you have a good sleep. Haven't seen you in forever. I know. It has been forever. My day's been good so far. I'm happy that this stream was actually one of the best we've had in a while. So clearly we just needed to talk about something that was a little more interesting. This Quora thing was a good thing. Sparked some conversations. And thank you so much for the follows on Instagram. Jeez, sorry. We're almost back up to 98.2, so that's nice. That's okay, Toby. I'm off on here too soon, so I can go to the gym. Thank you. Hello. But I did appreciate it today. It was nice to chat. It's definitely one of our better streams. Where to next? It's a secret actually, but you guys are going to be able to see it because I'm hopefully going to be able to do a stream over there, and then you can guess where I am. I haven't traveled Israel yet, no. Thank you. It was a really good stream. Thank you. Well, thank you for being here and for chatting. I like the location guessing games. I like those too. Those are fun. My favorite accent. Ooh. I quite like British English. Like the proper one. I think it's very cute. And the tattoo on my wrist is for my brother. I really liked it. A very interesting conversation. It was. I feel like we got to use some brain cells today, which was nice. Definitely put me in a way better mood, so that's good. Why don't you visit Bhutan? Who knows? Maybe I will. Eventually. My brother's favorite story. What do you mean favorite story? I used all my remaining brain cells. Not a whole lot. Fair enough, Steve. Have you been to Japan? Yes. I used to live in Japan for a year. Alright. Are you on 2 lives? I am on both Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, and Kick. I know. But we are officially up with our 3 hours, guys. So I am loving you and leaving you. I will be back tomorrow with another stream. So come say hi. We'll chat about some different subjects next time. But I really appreciate you guys for being here, for chatting, for showing your support through gifts or subscriptions or follows or likes or comments. It all means the world to me that you still support me as a content creator. I wouldn't have a job if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you so much. I hope you all have a lovely night or a lovely day, depending on where you are. And I can't wait to see you next time or chat to you.